Hello everybody, it's me Lhey and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to do a plan with me in my Jibun Techo 2020 the Biz edition. We'll be doing a lot of stamping and I'm using our Lhey pigment ink, some stamps from the Ink Road, some stamps from Studio Calico, and some stamps that I designed under Lhey Designs. Okay, so brand new slate. Can you believe it's Christmas on Wednesday? Whew, wow, no I can't. It's I get so emotional around the holidays. I don't know why, but I think it's because being away from my family from the Philippines, it's always hard during the holidays because Christmas in the Philippines is the best. I mean, we grew up with not a lot, sometimes less than the others. But we were always happy, you know. I don't remember Christmas feeling like stressful. My husband was just sharing with me how he grew up hating Christmas because during Christmas he feels like everyone's just so stressed and it's all about the presents and the money and the expenses and all that, you know. But with us, it's all about the being together, getting together, eating. I don't remember it being stressful, and so I'm grateful for that. And that's why I grew up loving Christmas and the spirit of Christmas. So now during the holidays, now that I'm here in America, I just feel like I'm missing so much. I miss home so much. But anyways, okay. So the stamp set that I'm using here from the Ink Road is called Full Circle Volume 2, and I love it because it's many different circle border images, and so there's wreaths and all that. And my first plan was to create ornaments using this circles and then kind of decorate the inside, but then I changed my mind. I figured I'll just use different colors instead of using black and then coloring it in. So I just decided I will use different color inks and then create it that way. I received a question from Ashley one time. I think it was my illustration though. She asked me if I have it all in my head, how I would illustrate something or draw something. I think it's the same with my planning. At first I have this idea of what I want it in general or how I want the whole spread to look like in general. But then as I play along, as I put in stamps in there and stickers in there, everything just kind of changes. It always works that way. And even in my designing, when it comes to projects or product designing or just in my planners or in my journals, I think I always have this idea of how I would like the whole project to look like or how I would like the whole illustration to look like. But then as I go along, I kind of change things along the way. I don't know, maybe ideas are still pouring in and also inspiration are pouring in while you're creating. You know, the moment that you're creating, some stuff are coming into you, ideas, new inspiration. And so that's why you always allow yourself some wiggle room. And even in life, I think it's the same thing about life. I would get, you know, phone calls regarding business questions, and I think one of the main advice that I can give someone is that allow some wiggle room in your life, allow for mistakes. And so that when mistakes happen, if you allow that wiggle room, that space, there's always space for adjustment. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, I thought I'd share that. So anyways, this clear sticker that I'm using was part of our November, I believe November, oh no, I'm sorry. I think this was January 2019 design, and so it's so very whimsical. I love the colors. It's there's pink, there's teal, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, and so I thought it matched the whole layout. Don't worry, you guys. For next year, we're working on adding our extras from our past Little Bits boxes. And so we create our grab boxes. We kind of put in a whole lot of products in there, but we still have some products left. So don't worry, because next year we'll be working on that and we'll be adding inventory in our shop. Okay, so here I wanted some details to pop. So we have the greens and then the pinks and then the reds for the wreaths. And I wanted some details for words. And so I'm using it's like a gray, warm gray color. I can't explain it, but I called it, the name of the ink is called Tainted Brown. And I love it because it's not so much of a contrast. And that's why I love this color a lot. Now, if I want some crisp details, I would use our black ink, of course. But then for something that you just want to blend in there and not pop too much, but still pops, I love using the Tainted Brown. This particular stamp set is from Studio Calico. During the Black Friday sales, I ordered a whole lot of Studio Calico items because I used to be subscribed to their scrapbooking subscription, and then for many years I stopped doing that, and so I've missed out on so much. And so during the Black Friday sale, I did take advantage of that sale and did order a whole lot of extra kits and extra, past stamp sets and stuff like that. So I believe that this set is one of those things that I ordered during the Black Friday. Okay, so that stamp set that I use is from another set, but it's from the same brand. It's from Studio Calico. I apologize, but I'm having a hard time trying to find the name of the particular stamp sets, and so I am not sure that it's still available. So anyways, I use this label, this red label, and I didn't like it. I wasn't happy with it because it was so close with the red stamp set that says home. And so I want something to pop inside that label. I should have stamped that in a black ink, but then I didn't. So this time I wanted something to pop inside that label. So I found this stamp set that says details, and so I thought it was perfect. Sometimes things work out for me, sometimes it doesn't. Today it did, so thank you. All right, I was going to talk to you about... Okay, so one thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is the type of inks that you are going to want to use in your planner, especially in this Jibun Techo. They're using the Mio paper, and the Mio paper is very similar to the Tomoe River paper, although the Mio paper is a little bit thicker, which I really love. And that's why I am a little sad that they don't have anything like the Hobonichi that has a day inserts. But anyways, the type of inks that I'm using are pigment inks, and these pigment inks will set on top of your paper. The pigment inks will not bleed into the next page because the paper will not absorb the ink. So basically your ink is setting on top of it. Another type of ink that you can use are chalk inks. So chalk inks are also good. I have a whole lot of chalk inks. The only reason why I stopped using chalk inks because it takes a little bit to dry, especially with these type of papers like the Tomoe and the Mio paper. It will take a whole lot of time to dry that. So before, when I was using it, I would end up, with the smeared stamps, images, and just messy layouts, and so I'm like, it was frustrating. Okay, so, all right, so our Lhey inks are pigment inks, and so if you'd like to try it out, it will be available in our shop, and I will put the link down below. Thank you. Okay, so anyways, I'm almost done. I'm just putting in a little bit more pattern here. I found this little tiny star image in one of our older sets, and I wanted to add something more than the cross, and so I wanted to use the red and then the green as well. I think it's just a perfect way to fill in an empty space without being so overly crazy, going crazy, All right, I'm almost done here, and all that's left for me to do is add some more stamping on top of the boxes. I love using those boxes to put in the priorities of the day. So sometimes I have 3, sometimes I have 2, but like what I said, during this week we don't have a whole lot of things going on, except for today and tomorrow. But other than that, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope that you will have a wonderful time with families. Avoid starting a conversation that will ignite some arguments or things like that. Just make happy, you know, good energies, happy energies, love, and enjoy the moment. I mean, really be in that moment. And this year I struggled with that. I mean, the last couple of years, but next year is 365 chances to starting new again. And so I wish everybody a happy and a beautiful Christmas. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. May God bless you all, sending you all love and light, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.